Where are we starting off, though? Are we starting from the beginning, like system optimization?
Yeah, we'll start from there. I'll lead it. All right, everyone. Welcome to our special live stream event. And my phone just went off telling me that it's good to go. So welcome to the special Monday edition of our live stream. Today we're going to be talking about the phenomenal patch that's happening today. And by phenomenal, I mean, we'll take a look at it. I have some definite concerns about some of the things that are going to be in there. I mean, this is a big patch, guys. This changes a lot about the game that we all love and play. So it's going to be interesting. So we're going to go through the patch. Any questions you guys have? There you go. That's good and promised. I'm going to put some music on too. Any questions you guys have about anything regarding the patch, just go ahead and put it in here. All of us are going to be keeping an eye on the chat so we can answer all the questions, and then we'll do a general Q&A session. I'll probably put something on the background, like maybe Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor, or something like that, so you guys have something to watch while we're just Q&A-ing. But all right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. I'll let you know. We're gonna go through them. Can you guys read everything on the screen? Good, because that is what we're gonna be going over. Actually, I can probably zoom in a little bit. I can make this a little bigger for you. That's what she said. Wait. If she said that, you might want to be real careful. That's not good news. If you guys are watching, please say hello so I can give you guys a shout out. I appreciate everyone coming in to watch a live stream about a game that is currently down. You can't read it for reals? I can read it on mine. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Rick James, what's up, man? Welcome to the party. We can't play our game right now, so we are going to be doing a live stream talking about the patch notes. Was that better? Can you see it now? I zoomed in balls to the wall. My stuff isn't working either. Am I taking crazy pills? Let me reopen this program so I can. We know I need my stuff. We know I gotta be able to do my my freaking soundboard, or it will be a bad day.
What's up, El Comandante?
El Comandante, what up, bro? Bro, we're gonna kill it tonight with some patch notes and some Q&A. Let's see. There we go. We're back in business. All right, guys. There we go. We're good. Hunter Myers, we will be figuring that out. Let's go through it. We'll go through it line by line. We got Cal here. Cal, say what's up to the people.
Hey, how's it going?
That was incorrect. I said say what's up to the people. You failed pretty miserably.
Oh,
and we got Dude here too. What's up, Dude?
What's going on? What's going on?
Watching us and Rambo. That's pretty much a full plate right there. That's legit. Although I wouldn't mind facing off against Rambo with my boy Wukong. I think that'd be pretty good fight.
Sandra, let us know how you like that Alice video. She's pretty awesome support.
Yes, let us know, Sandra. What's up, Ben? Well, we don't have any gameplay to show you because the game is down. We're just going to do patch notes, Q&A. But, hey, the good part is we get to interact with our viewers more than we normally do. And if, when we finish the patch notes section and we go to the Q&A, I'll put some other gameplay in. Actually, you guys can choose the game. I don't have a lot of games installed right now. I do think I have League of Legends installed. Maybe. If you guys, we can watch that. Or I have
Rules of Survival.
What? No, real games, man. Come on, get out of here. What else do I got? I have Shadow of Mordor. That's a Middle-earth game from Lord of the Rings. It's a pretty fun one. I think that might be all I have. I might have Roller Coaster Tycoon because I'm awesome like that.
Love that game.
The update I just got recently, El Comandante, was it would be up 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. So we might still have some more time. If it's up, we can play. Whatever. No big deal. If it's not, we can do other stuff. Okay, so let's go through the patch notes. Welcome, everyone. One and all. Everyone who's here.
Now, as a quick disclaimer, some of these are Euro only. So we got to make sure we're not saying they're for...
Correct. We're going to disclaim whether it's for one or the other. I want to say a shout out to all of our dudes over on the other side of the world, aka the Twitch side. We got Aomine is over there. We got Ghost Jim Leader Show You, who is I forget your name in game. Let's be honest, but
that's Mage Shoyu.
Yeah, Mage Shoyu. He played Prado last night with us a couple times. So
yes, sir.
Welcome everyone. Let me make sure I get my feed up on Facebook too, and then I'm going to start with the patch notes. But it's fun. This is actually, you know, I like big patch notes regardless of whether they're good for me or bad for me, because what they do is they alter the game and they cause people to have to adapt. And you know who doesn't adapt? Losers. So a lot of people are going to fall to the wayside in this. It's going to separate people who are really intelligent and strategic about the game, people who are not. Not to be mean, but people, when big updates like that happen to any MOBA, it's a massive difference of who can adapt to those changes and who cannot quickly, because you have to. And that's one of the things that we talk about, being flexible and really being open to change in a MOBA, is because things change. And this isn't the first or last patch that's going to happen that's going to be big. This isn't even like necessarily a big patch, but it definitely has some changes on it. Okay, let's start it up right now so we can figure out which heroes are going to be nerfed. Smiley. Okay, so system optimizations, player frames are now available we can further customize our avatars. You're gonna be able to earn borders, I think, which is, it's whatever, non-consequential. New interface things are gonna be updated, improved after obtaining new heroes and skins. Please nerf butterfly. Compatibility for I'm actually excited about this one. Compatibility for iPhone X and Android devices with display aspect ratios of 18:9 and above is going to be fixed. So they can't stretch the screen out any further, because no game on a phone is designed to stretch to that the awkwardly wide size. The iPhone X and my phone, the Galaxy Note 8, have an awkwardly extra tall frame. So when it's in landscape mode, it's wider than it should be. And so we have dead space. I either have dead space or I have weirdly like stretched out screen. And if actually, when I'm playing, you guys might not have noticed, but the last few streams I've been doing using a new program that doesn't really optimize it, it's been weirdly stretched out. So they're going to fix that by adding, they can't make the game fill in on the sides, but they can add stuff on the sides that makes better use of my space, since I have a really nice phone. So I'll be able to get a little extra from that, so it's cool. Higher quality art assets and animations have been added to the ranked match and results screen. That's always cool. These are just small changes that are going to make this user interface, stuff like that, better for us. Oh yeah, this one is good. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, major design overhaul to the events menu for a better browsing experience. I actually saw this. This is really cool. Instead of like having to really read the event overhaul thing, like when you go to the event section and look at stuff, it's really tiny. It's actually like you can choose an event and then read all about it and all the details full screen. They did a really good job of changing the event overhaul. The skin display page now features videos for select skins. That's kind of cool, kind of annoying. I was gonna do, if anyone who plays League of Legends, they have a there's a channel called Skin Spotlight channel for League of Legends, and it's awesome. You just go in and you just watch a video for any skin in the game, so you can see what the skin looks like in game. It's pretty dope. And I really wish I wanted to do that. I wanted to do a whole series devoted to skins and what they look like, but apparently they beat me to that. We'll see. I might still do it. What's up? Oh sure, welcome to the stream, bro. Okay, so what else we got? Added animation to the breakpoints display when they are reset to 0. Cool. We're working our way to the important stuff, guys. It just takes a second. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like. Appreciate it, everyone. Let's see here. We got improved report detection of abusive language. Okay. Look out, Greg. Number 2, we got AFK penalty. Males now provided how many credibility points were deducted, and corresponding match data can be seen in their deducted points record. That's crazy. So you'll be able to see when you get AFK penalties. You'll get a mail telling you, like when you report somebody, I think is what it is. You get a mail saying how many points they were deducted, people you reported, and then on their like screen.
Match it was from.
Yeah, that's cool. That way you know that your reports are actually valid, which is kind of one of the funny things, because in a lot of MOBA games, like Mobile Legends, they don't actually tell you what happens. Like you don't ever find out. You report somebody and you'll never know if it worked or not. Like so. It's cool. All right, to gold. This is a lot of people have this question. This is actually a good thing.
You skip social.
I skip social. Mom, I'm so sorry. Everyone wants to know what's social. Added a convenient matchmaking system allowing players to automatically find a suitable guild. That's stupid. I'm just kidding. That's cool. It's just not relevant to us. Network settings added to the settings menu. That's good. Hopefully network settings can help people alleviate some of the lag. Okay, so we're going to read the designer notes. So the gold cap changes. They have some extra information in the designer notes there we're going to talk about. Gold cap changed from daily to weekly. So 5,500 gold a week. Added activity point rewards with unlock after your weekly match count. So now there's also there's weekly rewards too now, which is cool. Equipping a skin. Okay, so equipping a skin will earn you a 10%. You know what? I love this. I love this. Mobile Legends gave you in-game stats when you bought a skin, which is utter trash. You should never be given a physical in-game boost to owning a skin. Now, this gives you 10% extra gold for owning a skin, which is really, really great. Because what that does is it rewards you for making in-game purchases, but not in a way that would, you know, affect anyone else, which is awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Added activity point rewards. Did I read that one? I don't know. Okay. High rewards can be earned in correlation with a higher credibility score. To earn the rewards for each ranked season, requirements have been increased to not only achieve gold tier, but now also have at least 10 ranked victories for the current season. Okay, I see what they did there.
Yeah.
So
just getting to the tier isn't enough now. You have to
no. Getting to the tier is enough. I think the way I'm reading it is, so like when this season ends, Cal, you'll be bumped down. You won't be bumped down to bronze 1. You'll be bumped down to like silver 1 probably, right? So you could wherever let's say you're like in diamond and you get bumped down to gold 1 after when the new season starts, because you don't go all the way back. You can't just get the rewards for starting in gold 5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You actually have to play and win games. You can't just get rewards for doing nothing. I think that's how I'm reading it, anyways.
I was reading it that, like, say if you get a reward for reaching gold right now, right? You just instantly have it because you reached gold. But what they're saying is now they're adding to that. Reaching gold isn't enough. You have to reach gold, and you have to get 10 victories in that.
But it doesn't say in gold. It says at least 10 ranked victories for the current season.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you're, So you're saying what happened is you can't just pop in and you're suddenly
right, because the reward, and then people in Masters and Conquer. People in Masters and Conqueror, let's say they quit the game for 2 months.
Yeah, that's true.
When the new season starts, they'll be bumped down, but not far enough. They'll be in like gold 5. They'll be actually high enough to earn the season rewards. Well, they shouldn't get to earn the season rewards if they didn't play the game all season long. So at least they have to do something now. Okay, so here's the designer. This is important, the designer notes. We found that the gold cap was really being a pain point to most players on the weekends when they have more free time to play. By switching from a daily to weekly cap, this now allows all players the opportunity to earn the same amount of gold even if they miss a few days of playtime. The previous cap was 5,250. Now it's 5,500. This is a good thing across the board for everyone. Yes. Now, here's the other part. Somebody asked me this question also. I didn't have an answer. Now we have an answer. We've seen all the feedback since first announcing this change, asking how double cards will be affected and whether they'll double the gold cap or just rate at which gold is earned. While the gold cap will not be increased by double cards in this update, we are exploring ways to reward our most active players who are most affected by this change. So the question was, if you use a double gold cap card, like daily card, for double gold, the gold cap wouldn't be 750 that day, it'd be higher. So the overall gold that you could earn in a week was higher because of that. If you did it every day, you'd earn more gold. Well, so the overall gold you can earn is lower. Most people will be able to earn more gold than they were previously, but it can affect some people like me who did that. I actually did the gold cap cards and use them a lot. So, interesting.
Wait, so the double gold cards, like in terms of like the days, you know how you have like the 4-day double gold cards? That's like irrelevant now almost.
Well,
it's not irrelevant. You're still earning more gold. It's just not allowing you to earn more than the cap anymore. And it used to allow you to earn more than the cap had.
Those cards will let you reach the cap faster if you have a limited amount of play time.
Right, it'll help you reach the cap faster. So
if you can only play, say, 2 nights a week, right? Like you're really busy, then those cards will help you still reach the cap, hopefully.
Right, but it was easier, I think, because it was like per day. It was easier for you to reach the gold cap per day. But now since it's all,
but not if you can't log in every day. That's why they're making
that's
it
the thing
weekly.
is not everyone can log in every day.
This is one big pot. You could push this all out in one day if you really want to play for hours and hours. If you only have Sunday free, like you're a crazy busy person, you can knock this out in one day, technically.
So yeah, think about that. So let's say you
you'd
played
you'd
2
lose
days
out
a
on
week.
the other 6 days.
Dude, let's say you play 2 days a week. The cap is $750 apiece. You could earn 1,500 gold, period, for the week. Well, now you play a lot those days. You could earn several thousand those days and hit the 1,500 cap. I mean, some people are going to be able to earn way more gold than they were able to before. Some people are going to be able to earn less. Now it says for those ultra active players, we will have additional community giveaways and contests with gold prizes. So they're trying to do something to help people who play really actively who are going to be losing out on gold. So we're going to go to some of the balance changes.
That answered my question. I was gonna say, because like, what if you knock out the 550 or 5,500 cap in one day and you used a 4-day card? Then
you're just dumb.
Yeah, you're just
then you're screwed. Well, I mean, like, that's the thing is like you're ultra active.
I think it's gonna
maybe just buy the 1 days only from now on, right? Only buy the 1 days from now on.
Yeah. Because there's no point in buying a huge number of day ones.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Can we move on to balance changes now?
Yes, we're going on to balance changes. This is the big boy parts. You guys ready? What's up, 76?
Maganga gets to lead off.
Okay, Maganga gets to lead off. Oh man, if this is a nerf, that sucks for this dude.
It is for his detonation.
It is magic damage decrease on his ultimate detonation. His magic damage decreased from 140 blah, 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 to what? Okay, so it's not a I mean, it's significant. It's about 20%.
Yeah.
The scaling didn't change
here
at all.
is the designer notes, their reasoning.
Okay,
because
let me
it
read
carries over
the second
into
part.
Fennec
Yeah,
also.
extra damage added with each mark changed from 50% to just flat amounts.
Yep. But the reasoning is what matters here. And I think it's good.
Looks like it's going to do more damage per mark. In the previous update, damage dealt from marks inflicted by detonation increased along with the hero level, but not the ability level. This significantly increased its damage ability. Marks from the ability now increase at a standard rate with each ability level, bringing the damage down to a much more balanced level. So it's a nerf.
It is.
But not too crazy of a nerf.
They don't want percentage based, because percentage based can get exploited with the right items or the right builds, and suddenly you have a really overpowered player that knows how to work the numbers. So if you set them at flat numbers, you can more easily control the amount of buffs and nerfs to each hero and keep things more smooth. So that's why they like to go away from percentage based.
Got you.
A lot of games went through that course of the years. I've seen a lot of online ones use that exact formula. They go away from percentage because eventually percentage will just go out of control as
I
the
don't
numbers
think
get
Preda
lower.
got buffed. I think Preda got nerfed, but we're going to work our way down there. All right, let's keep working our way down. We got so that's Maganga. Next we have Fennec. Fennec ability 1, Thief's Mark, explosive area physical damage increased from. So he got a buff on. Okay, so it starts off the same. It scales faster. The actual scaling based on attack damage is the same at 0.5 plus 0.5. So that's
pretty solid buff. That's 100 damage at level 6. That's 100 more damage.
Every normal attack that lands during the mark's duration will have added physical damage at the same values as above. Cooldown decreased. Okay, that's a pretty significant cooldown. I mean, it's a second per level, but still something. Okay, so that's interesting. Definitely a buff. Here we go. Let's read the designer notes. I like the designer notes. Kind of explain to you where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. Drew Tuner 99910 on the Twitch side. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for coming. Okay, so designer notes. In the previous update, damage dealt from marks inflicted by Thief's Mark increased along with the hero level, but not the ability level. A significant increase its damage. Okay, it significantly increases its damage ability. Marks from the ability now increase at a standard rate with each level ability, bringing the damage down to a much more balanced level. I'm trying to think, is that
is that a nerf?
No, bringing the damage down makes it sound like a nerf.
I don't think it's necessarily meant to be a buff or a nerf. These are like smoothing out.
Yeah, they're just smoothing out.
Yeah, they're just smoothing it out so that you don't have overpowered heroes or people that are falling behind too weak either.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to notice a huge difference in either of these first two heroes from these changes. They're literally just moving from like percentage and things like that to kind of a more smoothed out, so that in the future they're easier to tweak slightly.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of the things we're talking about, feel free to ask. We'll go over it more thoroughly. I want to give a shout out to Mahayana1. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. Welcome to the stream on the Twitch side, man. Also, we have Little G Wilty Mobile Gamer. What's up, man? And Drew Tuner, welcome in. No, not a problem, man. That's true. That's your Goshen leader. Okay, now we're going on to Kali, aka the second worst mage in all of Arena Valor. Let's see if she got worse or better.
Well, she got her title changed, so that's good.
Right? Title change? What is a title change?
I don't know.
I know what that means.
But you know how like they have like the little title at the top left corner.
No, because her title's the Ghost Guardian. It's neither the Aspect of Vengeance or Spectral Rule.
I don't know what the Aspect of Vengeance is then.
I don't know. Maybe it's the title to her background story. You know what? It's Kali. Nobody
she
cares.
Got a
Let's
new
go
background
on.
story.
Ability 1, Eternal Blame. Reduced movement speed from 50. Okay, so she got slower with her first. Oh, no. That's the reduction of movement speed from first ability. Got worse. Yeah. God dang, 15% is almost unnoticeable. It's so low you can barely even notice it.
Yeah, and it got lowered. Apparently, she was too strong.
Hey,
but look at two. To be
hold on a second. Little G Mobile Gamer, just ask your question. I'll definitely read it out loud, and everyone on the Twitch and the everyone in Discord with me, everyone on the Twitch side and the YouTube side will be happy to answer it for you. Ability 2, increased ability power. Oh, it's flat now.
Percentage to flat. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
And they're saying that's an increase, but they don't tell you what the numbers were because it was percentage.
Well, it's percentage of her total ability power.
Okay.
So this is actually probably a nerf. You're talking about 20%. Let's say she has, I guess it could be a buff. I think it's a nerf. It's a buff early game and it's a nerf late game, because you can get your freaking ability power up to like pretty freaking high.
Yeah, especially with level 3 or
so you're 45% of like high level. Yeah, it's a buff early game and a nerf late game for sure.
Yeah. That's just what she needed, because she's actually really weak early game until she gets her ult.
Okay, and then ability through your ultimate cooldown changed, so they just balanced her cooldown. She's gonna be even worse late game than she already was. 6 seconds added to the cooldown late game. I mean, she's not even good early game anyway, so that's really negligible.
Yeah, exactly. Like early game again, it helps her a little bit more in the early game, but then it nerfs her in the late game. So basically, that's her in the long and short of it, and they explain it there.
Decent crowd control, yeah. Okay, you guys were wrong on that one.
Do what?
Oh, read the notes. Read the notes.
Yeah, just read the.
Kali's damage during the early game was rather low. As matches went on, she not only had high damage, but also decent crowd control effect after being fully equipped. We decided to reduce Kali's control ability so that she plays more like a long-range damage-dealing mage. At the same time, we strengthened her damage dealing abilities for the early game and brought them down in the late. See, I was right about that. We hope that she plays out in a more balanced manner throughout the entire match. Yeah, she'll be more balancedly sucky, so good luck on that one.
Well, it at least gives her a fighting chance in the early levels. Right now, you can just steamroll in the first few levels. So it does give her a tiny bit of a help in the beginning.
So the question that Little G had was, is a Lumber a viable tank? I played him and he was my favorite to use. Lumber is a viable tank, but he has some big time issues that he brings to the table. Little G, he has big time mobility issues. I've tried him, and the issue with Lumber is that even though he seems like he's going to be awesome because of his abilities read out in a really great way, it doesn't quite translate as well as you'd think into the real game, because he has a real solid problem staying in the team fight if it moves in any way. If it stands still, he can sit there and be useful all game long. But if it's a moving team fight, like most team fights are, where there's movement and doesn't stay still, then he will have a hard problem staying involved and staying relevant. The issue is he's okay, but there's better options out there for tanking, for sure. Whether it's support tanking or just straight top lane tanking. There's better options than that. Other question we have is also, who can I use as a jungle till I get Xanus from my Road to Glory? I would never use Xanus for anything because that's terrible. There's much better options than him. But jungling just changed, Little G. So give me a little time to really redo the whole jungling thing, because one of the jungle items has changed, and it's going to be a big time difference to how the game gets played. So they'll go over that.
And speaking of better, we're up to Ignis now.
We're up to Ignis. Ignis has a new background story. Let's see how it reads. His last ability, his ultimate, Holy Embers. Damage to targets with a mark of flame changed from... So he got nerfed pretty significantly.
But it switched from magic damage to true damage, like it was in EU.
It switched back to true damage, so that is not a nerf. That is a buff, ladies and folks.
Yeah, I think it's a buff. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a massive
It might be
buff.
less, but
don't let anyone tell you
defense.
that this is a buff, or nerf. This is a massive buff. It's switching to true damage is unavoidable. So if you have any amount of magic resistance or magic defense, whatever you want to call it, now this does a tremendous amount more damage to tanks and to really anyone who builds any sort of magic defense. This is a massive buff. There's no getting around true damage. Magic damage can be avoided with abilities, with items, with all kinds of stuff. So big old 2 thumbs up. If you guys can see my thumbs, 2 thumbs up to that. It is not a nerf, Sander. You are 100% wrong. This is not a nerf in any way, shape, or form. The damage...
It might be a lower number, but it goes through any resistance.
Which means it will automatically be larger, period. Everyone comes built in with some sort of magic defense from the get-go. So no matter in what way... It doesn't matter, Sander.
It still scales with Sander.
Hold on, Sander. It still builds with magic damage. That's the part at the end that says plus 1.1 AP. It's still going to get better when you build magic damage. So it's still going to do more damage. The true damage is just going to get higher. You're talking about doing well over 2,000 damage, 2,000 true damage with him when this thing's fully built out.
This is serious. You're going to have to really watch out for this guy, regardless of how you build, because he's hitting.
I promise you, this is a massive buff.
Hit for true.
This is a massive buff.
You can count on one hand how many people hit for true damage in this game. It's not very many. I mean, I know Thane's ult.
It is not, and I don't know that anyone hits true damage this hard. Now, this is the hardest hitting true damage ability in the game, I believe. So I'm gonna real quick go back to Little G. G, you're welcome. If you have any more questions, let me know. But I would definitely, tell you for now to play somebody besides Lumber if you want to be a tank of any kind. He's really solid. He just isn't quite there enough. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let me send you guys a link to the patch notes so you guys can
follow along with us.
Follow along. Yes. Where are the patch notes? Cal, you sent those to
me. You mean like?
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I can do a control copy from where I'm at. Okay. So I'm gonna put that on both sides. There you go. Patch notes for everyone. Minna is a great tank. She has some of the best crowd control abilities in the game, hands down. I put Minna as my number 3 tank in all of Arena Valor, so I think she's really solid to play with. Okay. So this is awesome. I like this Ignis change a lot. A wife just started playing Ignis, and she's loving it, and she's like, man, if I only had that true damage back. Well, now she's going to have it back. Next is Preda. Preda Plague Spectre. Okay. Her first ability is the launching dragon thing, whatever you want to call it. It got nerfed early game. No. It's more powerful early game. It's an overall tiny nerf at the end game. 10 damage. I mean, that's inconsequential. It's just making him better early game, which is actually a good thing for Prade, I think.
Yeah, that late game nerf is just almost irrelevant. It's not even.
It's there. That's nothing. So overall, I think probably a buff, for sure.
How in the world do you calculate something like that? Oh, he's so powerful late game that you have to nerf him by 10. That is just, I don't even.
No. You know what it is? It's not that. It's that Prada was fine late game, but now because he's being buffed early game, it's a slight adjustment so that if he gets really fed, that he's not so overpowering to everyone. It's just a slight adjustment to. It's not that he's overpowered late game. It's that he'll get to late game faster than everyone else potentially because of this buff. It's a slight adjustment for that reason, and that's fine.
And it's a game of get a little, give a little kind of thing. They don't
so let's see what it says.
Just buff.
You know what's funny is we've been talking about them, and then we read the designer notes, and then what I said is on the designer notes. Go ahead, Cal.
Yeah. No, I just said it's a game, though, where like if they're going to buff something, they almost feel like they need to nerf something else. Because if you just flat out buff somebody, it can really make a huge difference that you're not expecting.
Right. And
so just pulling down the late just a little bit can make all the difference.
I don't even think it's for that reason. I think what they've done here is they've said Prada overall is solid. The only concern we have with Prada is that he has a small lack of early game damage. So we're going to give him a little early game, but because he's already pretty good, and we ranked him as our number 2 mage, right, or number 3 or whatever, really high. They're wanting to keep him what they consider to be balanced. They're adjusting his early game because it's a little weak. And to offset that adjustment and still keep him the balanced way they want, they're just doing a small tweak. Prada often folds under early game laning pressure, affecting his ability to provide support. We've adjusted the base damage of his core abilities. So that actually, we've adjusted the base damage of his core abilities could actually be more significant than this, and that's what's in his base stats. So that we'll see that later. We hope that Prada can now help clear out minions and join in small battles much faster. So the way that this reads to me is Prada wasn't strong enough earlier in the game to be a roaming mid laner, which is what he should be. Okay, so now they're trying to tweak it so Prada can roam more often, like some of the other mages in the game. Let me see if we have any questions. Joseph wants to get us down. He wants us to get down to tanks because he's a tank. So we're working our way down.
Yes, you're one more trash guy, and we'll be there.
Baba Yaga, there is a patch going on right now, so you can't play until the patch is ready. That's why we're reading the patch notes, so everyone knows what to expect. Because you know what, they're big time game changing patch notes. So
you're gonna love the next one.
I'm gonna did Jinnar get worse? Is that possible?
No. Apparently, they just weren't clear enough with him. He doesn't need buffs or nerfs, apparently.
Updated ability description. So that the 70% movement speed bonus is consistent and not increased per nearby enemy. Okay, I get it. Because that's
just making it clear.
We're working our way down, little G, to Butterfly. We'll see. I don't think she got changed, but we'll see. Okay. Now it's down to one of my main guys, Morin. This is a little bit a bummer.
Is
a big nerf.
Yeah, this is a little disappointing. I agree.
The nerf.
But we've seen him in your hands. I can actually see the argument because somebody that's really good with him. Can get out of
there's
control.
an argument. I mean, your boy's godly with them. Make sure if you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, enjoying it, please give a thumbs up on the YouTube side and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. And of course, on the Twitch side, make sure you guys give a follow. I appreciate it. We do live streaming game action as well, as we're going to be doing a stream for all the future patch notes just like this. And after we're done with the patch notes, we're going to do a quick Q&A session. Any questions you guys have about the game or patch notes, we'll be super glad to answer them. Superman is not coming for the update today. The reason why there's patch notes on here for other heroes is because this is the EU one also. Anything in yellow is going to be only for EU, so we'll get down to that. But let's go ahead and move on to Morin. Morin got changed. His first ability, Tactical Maneuver, his max stacks were reduced from 10 to 7. So the way that breaks down for all you Morin players, he gets 70 magic defense and armor per stack. So he's going to lose a potential 210 armor and magic resist at full stackage. Now, this only affects me. This only affects me and people who are super hyper efficient at keeping those stacks at 10. Now, this also makes me be able to relax a little bit more on having to get to 10 stacks. Getting to 7 is a lot easier than 10. But it doesn't affect your average Morin player because they're not going to be keeping those stacks at 10 for the most. It's really difficult to keep stacks at 10. So it's definitely a nerf, but it's it's not that bad.
Is mana an issue? Because that was the other thing they changed.
Mana cost reduced. Mana is an issue because you're spamming his first ability all game long because it just keeps popping up.
So at least they gave you that in exchange. That's decent.
So the designer notes say, Morin was extremely strong in the jungle thanks to tactical maneuver stacks. We hope these changes bring Morin's defense and control capabilities down to a more reasonable level while making him stronger at laning. It definitely does make him stronger at laning because the mana issue was more in a lane factor rather than in the jungle because you can get blue buff from the jungle. Well, it's not a big deal.
Yep.
Now, on the flip side, if I'm being honest, here's honesty from a Morin, a sub main. It was necessary. Morin was insanely strong. When I was on 10 stacks, I was virtually unkillable.
You were a tank that could do ABC
I was more
damage.
than a tank.
It was.
You know how many items it would take a tank to have 700 armor magic resistance?
Well, I just mean that you're a high damage dealer that could stand out in front like a tank is what I mean.
We're still making our way down, S. Rogers. All right. Alex Flores, welcome to the stream. What we got going on?
We're gonna go through Man and Lindis?
We're gonna keep going down. Drew T Runner says, how do I get good? Well, Drew, the first thing I do is head over to the Sunbros YouTube channel where we post videos on how to get good all the time. We have how to play for almost every role in the game right now, and we're going to keep putting out awesome content to help you get good. I'll post a link to that. Actually, it's in the description too, but I'll post a link. Actually, I can just type it up real quick. I know what it is. There you go. Head to the channel, subscribe, and prepare yourself for an F ton of content. We have a lot of videos out right now to help you get good. Server's still down, he said. That's cool. We're on a roll here. Okay, on to Superman. Superman is not out yet, and I have not gotten a single note from the development team as to when he's going to be out. So I can tell you for a fact he's not going to be out anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and skip all this. They increased the cooldown of his ultimate, which is actually a good thing for those of you in the European server. He's really overpowered right now in the European server. We're going to go ahead and skip the Lindis stuff right now. They greatly buffed the physical damage of her ultimate for everyone who wants to know. Oh, to Crixie. All right, Crixie's cooldown decreased on her second ability, Nature's Wrath, which is her knock-up for all of you guys who don't play Crixie. Decreased by a second and a half early game, down to half a second late game. Let's talk to our resident Crixie expert. Dude, what do you feel? How do you feel about this? I
love it. Especially early game, because what I like to do is when I go mid lane, I like to hide in the side bushes. I mean, 1.5 seconds. It may not seem that significant, but to me, that's pretty good. I can gank a lot, or not gank a lot more, but I can knock them up when I'm in those side bushes. I can basically just launch that first ability that has like a 5-second cooldown. It's pretty disgusting. I really like this, actually.
Her knock-up is definitely one of her best abilities, and the knock-up on Crixie doesn't really have much of a delay, too, which is what makes it one of the better knock-ups in the game. A lot of the knock-ups are freezes, especially the mage ones. Most of the mage crowd controls have some sort of like delay to give people time to jump out of them if they can. So, pretty solid overall. Crixie's going to get a tad better. Cricknack. Cricknack is getting a buff. A very substantial and generous buff. Holy crap. His ultimate damage is getting increased by 50 early up to 150 late game. Plus his scaling goes from 1.56 to 1.6, which isn't a lot, but it still makes a difference. People are like, oh, 1.56 to 1.6, that's nothing. Well, if I offered to give you an extra 20 AD late game, would you take it?
I mean, that Cricknack, the one that we played yesterday, you remember that on Saturday?
Oh yeah, that was rough. Well, I was hella sick, so we wouldn't even go there, dude. Just stop talking about it. In the current meta, Cricknack is a bit weaker than we'd like. An increase to his drone drop damage, that's a hard phrase, drone drop damage, should help him retain his deadliness. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's getting a delicious buff. That's interesting. A very, very good buff. Self-healing effects increase from 5 + 5 to each level to 10 + 7 to each level. That seems like a pretty good one. We'll go over Wonder Woman more in the future. Slims. Uh-oh. Whatever. It ain't that big of a deal. I mean, it's 10% movement speed at level 3 for his ultimate. So movement speed decreased by from 25 to 30 to 20% flat. I mean, look, Slims. When this is what balancing is all about. We have the number 2 strongest marksman of the game in Morn, got a buff. The number 3 strongest marksman of the game got nerfs. They got nerfs because they're being balanced a little bit more. I mean, they're not anywhere near the likes of Yorn and Valheim trash, but they've got nerfed. Actually, Fennec is the most interesting one of all. That seemed like a pretty decent buff. Or balancing, whatever you want to call it. They changed Lubu's background story. That's interesting, considering I thought Lubu was a real historical figure, so I don't know what you could have changed there. Fixed an issue where the buff did not stack. We're talking about Chagnar here, or Shognar. An issue where the buff did not stack whenever an enemy was killed by Shockwave. And fix an issue where the buff did not stack when the enemy immediately leaves the skill range after taking damage from Shockwave. Interesting.
That's good.
Really
it keeps the game fair. Because if you're supposed to get a stack and you're not getting it, that's a good fix.
Ghost Gym Leader Show You says, do we have one on Preda? We don't have one on Preda yet. We will have a quick look on Preda soon, but we still have a in-depth guide on how to play mages, which I suggest, Ghost Gym. Really, it's more of a beginner's guide, but it's really a thorough breakdown for what the mage position looks like and what it should be doing. I have found a lot of people who've messaged me and commented saying, I'm a main at tank or assassin or mage or marksman, and I didn't even realize X, Y, and Z was a part of what I was supposed to do. Now that I know, it's going to change the way I play so I can be a more effective team player. So we worked really hard on those to provide you guys with really good information about how to play each role. So I hope you guys enjoy those. Valheim, improved running animations for maximum style. Well, Valheim got more stylish and he still sucks balls, so that's interesting. I'm glad he's gonna be more stylish as he gets destroyed by every other hero in the game. That's good. Zuka, improved animations. He's not out in NA yet, but he's a really fun hero. I'm excited for his release in NA. It's cool. Scud. Interesting. Scud's first ability, Fierce Charge, no longer stops him when hitting an enemy hero. This ensures that Scud can use more accurate positioning as well as not being. Okay, that is actually a big fat buff. Who knows why this is a big fat buff?
No idea. I never used it.
It allows him to dive the core. You don't have to run into the very first thing you hit and stop.
And then ult. His ultimate knocks people back from his center match. So if he can dive in further, he can now get back into the groups more and knock them back further. That's actually a huge buff on Scud, and Scud's already such a strong hero.
Yeah.
Carter Thompson, welcome to the stream, brother. We have been going over the patch notes. I will post a link to them in the description so you can catch up to where we're at, but we're having a good time. We're going to be discussing new heroes in a little bit later, but first we're going to be doing a patch notes discussion, then we'll do a Q&A session. This is actually a big buff to Scud, though. Scud's getting he's already scary. I think people don't quite understand how big of a buff this is. Imagine you're in a team fight, and Scud knocks a couple of you back. Well, he can get behind everyone now because he's not. This ability used to stop him on the first person he hit. Now he just goes right through people, and he can literally get behind 2 or 3 of your teammates and knock them towards his team. It sucks. This is actually a big Scud buff. Next, we're going to Alistair, and my wife was an Alistair main before we switched from EU to NA, and she's been missing the heck out of him, and they should prove his appearance, though. That's all, nothing big. Okay, battlefield improvements. Seagull will only regenerate HP when out of combat. Interesting.
That's good for low damage people trying to take it out.
Oh. Wait.
That's the bird.
Yeah, when my team is trying to slowly kill it down, it takes me forever, and that's because it sits there and regens health while I'm hitting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spirit Sentinel Life Force buff recovers 35 to 2% HP every second. Okay, that's actually pretty good buff.
By 30 to 60.
Okay, so I read somewhere that they were really trying to. Hold on, hey, everyone in the street, in the freaking thing, getting ahead of yourselves. Stop looking at the Soul Reaver changes, because that's the biggest change. I'm gonna move it out of the way. The Soul Reaver change is the big one. We're getting there, okay? Okay, so this is a cool one. So the Spirit Sentinel is, if I'm not mistaken, it's Mini Dragon, right? So
Yes.
it gives you more health now. 2% is a lot. That's good for tanks. Every second, and movement speed increased from 30 to 60. That's doubling. They want this to be a more important buff. They want this to be a buff that we fight over, just like we do the Abyssal Dragon and Big Old Monkey Dick. So they made it better.
It lasts 60 seconds now.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's a central part of the game now. All right, hold on, no Soul Reaver yet.
They made it relevant.
Now we're on to the equipment. Changes made to recommended builds for Gen R. Okay, no one cares about that. All right, down to the big, delicious, meaty part. Actually, Alex Flores says you can thank Slims and Violet players for that. I actually think you can thank Morn players for that too. That thing on Morn was disgusting. Tony's pissed. Okay, this changes the game so drastically it's not even funny. Was it like what, Joseph? I'm not quite sure what you're asking there. Let me go over to the Twitch side and see what's going on over there. Everyone's just saying rip jungle marksman. Yes, it is rip jungle. You know, the problem is it's going to affect non-marksman junglers as well, which is the bad part. We're going to get a lot of issues. Yeah, hey, Ghost Jim, I'll hit you up on Discord when I need help with the Preda one. So let's go ahead and talk about the Soul Reaver change. Removed unique passive Hunter's Reverie. Normal attacks also deal 6% of the current HP as magic damage. And they added 10% increased cooldown speed. So that sucks. There's no way around it. That hurts everyone. The reasoning is too many marksmen appear in the jungle, making it difficult for other classes to compete for that position to change to Soul Reaver. This should allow more heroes to jungle effective. So, I mean, let's be honest. The reality behind this is super, super simple. Thank you for the follow, Rajo Goblin. I appreciate it. Marksmen were taking over the jungle, and I like playing jungle marksmen sometimes too. I don't think so, Joseph. But this hurts just regular jungle. So the issue is, obviously, they want less marksman junglers because they saw a massive decrease in the amount of assassins being played. That's essentially what's happened here. Because, obviously, they want all classes to be relevant in the game. When you make it so good for a marksman in a jungle that assassins aren't really getting played, that shuts off the red light or turns on the red light in the 10-cent giant 10-cent skyscraper building downtown China, wherever the hell that is, and then they go, whoa, hold on, assassins aren't getting played anymore. We got to fix this. How do you fix that? Well, you're not wrong, Carter. Carter said, I just wish they focused the nerf more on ADC than jungle as a whole. That wasn't their intention, Carter, but I think that they missed the mark a little bit. I think their intention was to nerf the ability to ADC in the jungle. Terror Smurf NL, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. But as a what do they call it, collateral damage portion of this nerf, it will affect. I can tell you for a fact, it's going to affect Wukong. It's going to affect pretty much all of the guys who get played in the jungle. Now, the people who it won't affect, I mean, Wukong does, I don't know, all of Wukong's damage is auto attack damage. It won't affect guys like Zephys as much because Zephys is very heavily, a lot of his damage is from abilities. It won't affect him as badly. It won't affect probably Crickneck quite as badly. Crickneck has a lot of Zephys is still the best, essentially, is what happens. Zephys is still the king of the jungle. And I mean that in every funny way. Okay. Audios. Fenix Christmas skin, sound effects, and added Christmas special. That's cool. Change the login to main menu sound. Change the background menu. Can I just say real quick, guys, how phenomenal is the music in this game? I know that's not really what we're talking about, but I love the music in this game. I think they did such a good job with it. I do too. Fix an issue where Xanus's and Grak's passive abilities would not work with Ancestral Glory Resurrect. So what that reads is Grak got a little bit better, and Xanus still sucks dick. Fixed a bug where Shield of the Lost could draw aggro from monsters. That's been a problem for a long time. It's the debuff of Shield of the Lost that causes aggro, which is silliness.
That happens to me a lot when I play Crushed.
No, you're probably doing it from Mantle of Ra, which is going to keep happening because that's damage. Shield of the Lost doesn't do any damage. It's a debuff. It reduces the attack speed of enemy heroes near you.
Something was when I.
It's Mantle of Ra.
It's Mantle.
Mantle of Ra deals damage. That's not going to stop, and it shouldn't. If you're damaging something, it should attack you. Carter says Xanus OP. That's because Carter wants me to play him without paying $7 for it. You ain't getting out of it, Carter. Fixed a bug where players would not gain HP regen when in certain corners of their inner altar. That actually happened to me before, so that's okay. So that is it. Let me check the game, see if it's working. That is the end of the patch notes. Nothing to Butterfly. Y'all can be happy. Nothing to Violet, which is surprising. Nothing to Wukong, which apparently people don't think Wukong's that good anyway, so I guess that's why. I don't know why. Anyone who's watched me play Wukong doesn't think he's that good. I don't
No,
know why.
Wukong's trash, bro. Come on.
No. Ghost Unit, don't mistake Wukong. Wukong doesn't have his first and second ability don't do any damage. They only prep him to do a big auto attack, so it will hurt Wukong. All of Wukong's damage is auto attack based.
Wukong is garbage.
Oh, I mean, yeah, most of his damage is on crits, anyways. But yeah, Anthony, I know Zep is better than Wukong. It's true. I'm not gonna argue that fact. I think that they have different uses, though. Zeph is a better overall hero. I told you guys that I read that it was going to be put up at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Central. I think in certain team comps, though, Wukong's a more effective hero. He can do some things better than Zephyr's can. You can't hit me. Welcome to the stream, bro. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys hit a thumbs up on the YouTube side and subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of YouTube videos on Arena Valor. Plus, we do live streaming 3 times a week. Also, if you guys are on the Twitch side, make sure you guys follow. I appreciate it. We got Rage O Goblin. We have Melodious Thunk V. I mean, you guys got some jacked up long names on the Twitch side. They're hard to read. Can I talk sexy Cambodian? I don't have a Cambodian accent. I don't even know where to start with that one, let's be honest.
Master Bro Jason says he plays tank or Gilder tank and mid. Interesting.
Gilder tank and mid? You play Gilder tank mid, or those are separate things? I play Gilder tank and then I play a mid. Daily Life, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, bro.
I don't know, is Gilder tank a thing? No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer that question.
It is a thing. I actually like Gilder tank. Okay, so we can do a Q&A session. Any questions you guys have, I'll try to keep up as best as I can. Okay, let me see here. It is a thing. I actually like Gilder. All right, I am on Facebook. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. How's my day? My day's going okay. I still have a migraine. This is day 3 of my migraine. I'm hoping that'll be gone by tomorrow. But thank you, Mahaya. Appreciate it, man. I hope it'll be gone by tomorrow, but we'll see. It's all right. I get migraines a lot, so it's not the end of the world. Is yours good?
How would you build Ignis now?
Who asked that?
Sander likes Ignis, so how would you build Ignis now?
How would I build Ignis now? Man, I would have to... I'm not ready to give any build secrets out yet. I have to really think about those pretty hard. Yeah, I have to think about that. That's the thing is to the point that Ghost Unit said, Zephyrus lacks quick killing. Zephyrus and Wukong are just for different purposes. They're just different heroes for different purposes. Can we do a 6390 sub giveaway? We could easily hit 6400 tonight. If not, we're streaming tomorrow night, and it'll be tomorrow night. Yeah, Ben said Soul Reaver nerf equals Nacroth becomes even more useless. That definitely affects Nacroth a lot. Will I play Heroes Evolved? No, I don't have time for 2 games. 1 is good enough for me. Why isn't Violet nerfed? That's a good question. She won't be able to jungle anymore, but she's still gonna be the best marksman in the game. Really, I mean, Morin and Slim's got nerfs, so that just creates her lead and makes it even better. Any news for Asian servers? No, I think this update only affected Euro and NA servers. And SA servers, South America servers. Do I know when NA will be up? From what I've heard, it should be up in the next 20 minutes from now. Will Valheim ever be a good hero besides for noobs, says Drew Tuner? No, he won't be unless they change them all together. He's just not strong enough. It's a bummer, but it's true. Wonder Woman come with this patch? No, she does not come with this patch. Little G says, who should I play in the jungle? I don't have any good junglers yet. Violet isn't a good jungler now. Wukong is a good option. Zephys is a good option. It's getting more slim pickings now. The people who are supposed to be in the jungle are going to be in the jungle more often. Put it that way.
Yeah, you might just throwing this out there, but you might, with the Soul Reaver change, consider doing maybe we could throw together a video on
How to adapt.
who it's affecting, who it's not. Yeah, how to adapt to the Soul Reaver change. I think would be something people might really be interested in hearing your thoughts on that.
Iron Prime.
This is huge. This is one of the biggest changes to the game since release.
Hey, real quick, Cal and dude, help me catch these questions. I'm trying to get them as fast as I can.
All right.
Iron Prime says, you missed my question, shaking my head. Is Yorn good? Yorn is... No, he's not. It's not at all.
Two ways about it.
Somebody said Talanis 26 January. I don't think you've heard
No,
anything.
Talanis is not coming out. I have not heard anything about Talanis.
That's rumor.
It's false rumor.
Iron Prime asks Zill or Zephys.
Zill or Zephys? Good question. Actually, to be honest with you, this actually raises the question further. I mean, Zephys has taken a nerf. Zill's stayed in the same spot. So you could make a argument that Zill got buffed, inadvertently.
S. Rogers asks, have you ever seen the Hulk skills or Spider-Man skills?
No, I have not. That game, the one with the Hulk and the Spider-Man, are very remote server. It's impossible to get in. I don't even know that it's open to the public.
Ghost Unit says Friday Wonder Woman, I heard.
We will have more information about Wonder Woman in the next day or two. I can neither confirm nor deny that Wonder Woman is definitely coming out on Friday. Let's see. Somebody's in Twitch again. Oh, AJ, what's up, AJ? So Ghost Jim says, in a way, Violet got nerfed. Since she can't jungle, she won't be able to level as fast. It's true. The jungle, and then she won't be buying the jungle item anymore, also, which is a big change for her. So that jungle item made her more effective because of her double shot. When she rolled, she would shoot her rolled shot and her second immediate shot. She'll shoot a double shot, but she won't be doing 12% of your damage anymore. So it's a solid nerf to Violet in that manner. Yes.
You think this is going to be one of those cases? You'll still see Violet junglers for a while that don't know things changed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they just won't.
And they're going to be
wrecking
terrible.
people.
And they're going to be massively weakened. Let's see. We have.
So watch out for the solo.
Wacky Raven says best mage now. Still Zill. Zill's still the best mage. Prada for me, says Ghost Jim. Yeah, Prada's number 2. Little G said, I built Soul Reaver on most of the carries. I did also. Soul Reaver was really universally acceptable on any of those carries. So that's a definite change. Ghost Jim, Hulk and Spider-Man are not in the works. They have made Hulk and Spider-Man in a very remote server to test them out. There's no word about whether Marvel heroes are ever going to be coming to Arena Valor in any way, shape, or form. Any suggestion on what items could replace Soul Reaver? Says Drew Tuner. No, man. That is a big-time game changer. That you'll have to adjust your builds all together in every way, shape, or form for every hero. It's not something you can just one item change and fix. Rageo Goblin. Zeph didn't get a nerf. It was just a jungle item. Yeah, I would love Marvel Heroes in the game. It'd be awesome. Let's see. Let's go back to the YouTube side for a second. Dude, what are you asking? You're asking a question? That you asking a question?
Yeah.
Let's see. We have... Is Tank Raz a thing? No, Tank Raz is not a thing. I tried Tank Raz multiple times offline also. It isn't a thing. He cannot... He can't get money fast enough. I don't know. I just couldn't make it work. I was positive I was going to be able to make it work, and I just couldn't. I wasn't just like lowest on money. I was like catastrophically low on money. Let's see. Where are we at? How good is Tank Valheim? Tank Valheim's a real thing, and it's not bad. Hey, Milkshakes, what's up, buddy?
Joseph Villasenor asks, "What do you think the rank game gonna be with this new update? Prediction on possible meta."
The meta changes because marksmen. You're not going to have 2 or 3 marksmen per team anymore. You're going to have a lot more assassins, which I like. You're probably going to see. I mean, top laners are going to be more. You're going to have more Arthurs and more Astrids and crap like more tanks top lane. I mean, it just. I
don't know how many games we went into, and there was like 3 ADCs.
3 ADCs.
Like that was just a regular thing, and that was really annoying.
It doesn't leave much picks, especially
Alice or Shagnar says you can't hit me. Without a doubt, Alice. Shagnar's a fine hero in himself. Alice is a mother effing game destroyer.
She's annoying.
Alice is annoying as balls. I actually put an Alice video out today, and the biggest reason why Alice sucks is she can literally steal people's abilities. It's insane. Is Ka any good? Ka is a great hero. He's more of a team-oriented. So if you're solo queuing ranking, Ka is not the best. But in a team environment, Ka is phenomenal. He has some great stuff. More Astrids, but she is still trash, though. Astrid's fine. She's not horrible. She's just not that great. Shagnar's good in the hands of the right person. Shagnar can be really effective. Is Thane still the best tank after the patch? I don't think Thane was the best tank before the patch. I would say Kresh was the best tank. Thane was number 2.
Yeah, I thought
that hasn't changed any. It hasn't changed anything. Noobs won't even know about that patch. No, which is funny because they're going to continue to freaking play Violet in the jungle and Morin. I wouldn't play Slims in the jungle at all probably after this. Maybe not even Morin. It definitely affected it. Yeah, Napamas, your knockout's
finding another item.
Shagnar and the right team comps is a monster. DC says heart you back. DC, make sure you guys like and subscribe and all the good following jazz, whatever. Do you got okay? So we got you guys the blank screen back, and would you guys like to do a different screen? Would you like to see me play a game of some sorts on the computer?
Would you like to play a game?
I could play a game if you guys want to. So you have something in the background going on. I have some games I can play that don't require a whole lot of thinking. No, not Heroes Evolved. That's dumb. I don't like Heroes Evolved. I like Arena Valor. Play Snake. Oh, good God. Snake requires way too much thinking. Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft either. You guys are killing me. I listed off games I have. I got I'm just going to play
people have been saying it's back up, but that might be another region or something. Ours should be back up in 10, 15 minutes tops.
I still can't get it.
Play some Fortnite.
I wish I could play Fortnite right now. I've been playing. Some fun. Can you get in? You don't have your Xbox, right?
No, I don't have my Xbox with me.
I've been wanting to play Fortnite with somebody to get play a Grey GIF. I wish I had a Grey GIF. That'd be awesome. I've been wanting to play Fortnite so I with somebody because you can play like duo and squad and stuff like that. It looks fun. I've only been playing solo.
Yeah, when I get home, we can play a few.
Oh crap, that's gonna be.
I'll be home in a few weeks. I'll let you know.
Oh, this
Definitely gonna be curious about finding a new item for ADCs.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work. It's all jacked looking. It's like blinking.
Alex Flores says, "Didn't people in the chat say the server was back?" that's giving me a seizure.
It stopped blinking.
Okay.
I like playing Fortnite. Let me turn the sound down. It sounds probably pretty loud in the game, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Let me change something real quick. I'm gonna blink out of here real quick so I can get the better view of both chats going on. Yeah, I have to test new builds. I gotta do a lot of work on all. I mean, let's see it.
Yeah, Carter even said like it's lagging.
Okay, fine. I'll close my game down. Look, I was about to kill some Uruks, man.
I actually had this game. On like my friend's girlfriend has an Xbox 360 she brought over. I was playing it the other day.
It's funny. Let's see. Let me check my game, see if it's back up yet. I turned it off. I know. Apparently, that game just wrecked the stream. Oh yeah. Hey, Ghost Jim. I'm very eagerly awaiting the release of Monster Hunter World at the end of the month. I'm really excited for that game.
No, servers are still down.
Do I have any games on my phone I can play to entertain? Let's see. Not really. I really don't play any
Mobile
Valor.
Legends. Aha, Kappa.
Oh man, Mobile Legends. I don't think so. I don't even play Mobile Legends. I don't even have it installed.
I think I deleted mine. I mean, I guess this would be a good time to play Rules of Survival.
I've never played it before.
It's a lot
Yeah, I
like
told
Fortnite.
you.
Do I even have it installed?
I mean, I can download it real quick. We can play a game.
Rules of Survival. You guys want to see Rules of Survival? See if it's any good.
It's pretty good. I'm playing it right now.
Any other questions we have about any of the stuff? Oh, that's all right, little G. You just gotta you gotta figure out your niche, man. And work on it really hard.
E10, check your messages real quick.
Oh, I saw that already. You gonna do it tonight?
Um,
If you guys are interested in being a part of the squads, we're going to do tryouts in the upcoming weeks. And we are going to... Did the stream go down? Oh, the stream is lagging really bad for me. Hold on a second. Yeah, the stream is like hella lagging.
On Fridays.
Oh, you know what? Actually, the game is still up. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing we're gonna do tryouts for the NA squad. If you guys want to play in the NA team, we're gonna do a lot of tryouts to get our guild filled up, as well as get some teams together so we can start playing some 5-man ranked groups. If you guys are interested in playing in the tryouts, contact the dude on Discord, and he will get some people hooked up to be able to, we'll schedule out some nights to be able to do trials.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the follow, Randall MPM. Appreciate it. All right.
Sanders, like, you automatically are rejected if you main Xanus or Omega. You can't forget your... No, I'm just kidding.
Randall says, was watching all this time to see if you deserve the follow. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying hard. Okay.
Come on, Dante. You got to make the guild bigger. Yeah, we're in the process right now. We're just trying.
Yeah, you guys want to donate some freaking vouchers to me? It's $500 per 5 people, bro. It's expensive. So we're gonna work on making the guild bigger so we can expand, and we're gonna. I mean, obviously we want to have one of the better guilds. And you're welcome, Drew Tuner. Drew Tuner said that horn is loud as F in my ears. You're welcome. Yeah, we want to be able to. What do I think about Minna? Variant says, what do you think about Minna? I think Minna is one of the best tanks in the game. I on my YouTube video, top 5 tanks in Arena of Valor, I ranked her as number 3 of the top 5 best tanks.
Yes, sir.
We'll be setting up the opportunity to do tryouts. I mean, really any day. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do them any day that we have to, so you guys can participate. And you know, we'll go over all the tryout stuff in the future. But what we're really looking for is people who can listen and be good team players. And you know, we'll go over all the stipulations and rules and all that kind of stuff.
We can do that off stream or on stream.
We'll do it off stream, on stream, in between streams. You know, everywhere.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Is Omega possibly the worst character in Arena of Valor? Says Alex Flores. Yeah, him and Valheim battle weekly about who that worst person is. And Xanis. It's a 3-way tie. Alex, I think Minna's scythe range was increased in NA. It seems way longer in NA for some reason than it did in EU to me. I actually like the range of it now. What's up, dude?
We playing some Rules of Survival? What are we doing?
Let me see if the real game is up real quick.
I just checked it. I don't think so.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's see. Somebody said you forgot Yorn. Oh, Yorn's not on the quite that low at the bottom of the game, but he's not good. Oh, the update is complete for me.
Are the servers up?
No, never mind. JK, I just ruined everyone's night. They're not up yet. I thought they were. It should be up in 4 minutes. That is correct.
Mine updated, but the server is still down.
Right.
Those are always estimates, though, too. Sometimes servers do come up sooner or later.
Let's see.
This is true.
Remember the WoW days, Ethan?
Yes.
And they would say, "Oh yeah, the patch will be all done by 5 at night or whatever," and we'd be sitting there at 11 at night, still trying to wait to get it on for raid, and the patch still wasn't done and everything. They've gotten better over the years, but vanilla and DC were garbage for patch estimates.
Oh yeah. Let me see real quick. Yeah.